Is it Ure or you? How do you pronounce
Ure.
it? Ure.
Yeah.
Ure.
That's it.
Hooray. Ure.
Yes, I am.
Ure means bluff, right?
Bluff is
Something like
a
that?
bit negative.
No, okay, no,
You
I
know,
don't mean
what
bluff
does
in that sense.
It means
yanga.
yanga.
Yes.
Means guy.
Shakara.
Shakara.
Yes.
There's something they call in Yoruba land where I come from. Oruko ni Roni. It means that your name is prophetic. That you know your name, you just leave your name.
So
anyway,
I'm saying I
guys,
leave it out.
I'm not going to say anything like that. You know, I'm not going to say anything more than that. Guys, let's go to the issues that people seem to have problems with. It will start. I mean, the first thing I knew was that they were saying, "Oh, this Soli is going to marry an old woman," because I don't see the old woman here. But you know, there is the issue of the age gap. In the first instance, what is the age gap between the two of you?
Well, he was born March 11th, 1984. I was born August 18th, 1971. 12 and a half years difference.
12 and a half years.
So we
difference.
married when he was 23 and I was 35.
So what, I mean, what 12 and a half, what is the big deal about 12 and a half years?
Sincerely, I don't blame them. You know, it's the truth. I don't blame them because it's rare. Our relationship is very rare. It's not the normal kind of. And I just want to tell them I'm not a normal person. That is why I attracted the abnormal relationship.
No, but when were you rushing to please? 23.
Isn't that young to marry?
You know.
I mean, how do you know?
Let me say this.
Yeah, answer.
No, let me say this. I was not rushing anywhere. I mean, although I knew that inside of me that I was going to get married between the age of 20 to 25.
Why?
I told my mom that that's what I want. That is.
But why?
I have a book that I wrote. I said before the age of from 18 to 20, I want to be known all over Nigeria and all over the world. But of course, it shifted a bit to about 21. You know, that's when my single came out and it was everywhere. Then I also told my mom that before the age of 20 and 25, I want to get married. But just put it at the back of your mind that the person I'm going to get married to is going to be older than me. She was like, okay, all right.
I'm sure they didn't expect
but they didn't expect it this early.
That
5 years.
Well, you know, Pure,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking about my age. Let's see who will be 12 and a half years younger than me. How old would he have to be? You know, and I'm thinking if a guy like that walks up to me, I'll be like, I mean, already I go about you, someone like that, you're a kid, you're a baby, you know? So, I mean, didn't you think, you baby, get away from here?
He was even trying to, he didn't know my age, one. He thought I was younger.
Yeah, you do look younger than you are. Yes.
He thought I was younger, and he now added a few years to
his age.
But, you know, but eventually when I got to, in fact, I saw a write-up on him, you know, and I was like, why are these people saying he's 23? You know, I didn't know that was his real age, and I brought it to him, and he now said, okay, what if I'm 23? That was when I knew, oh, okay, so you are 23, you know, and I knew it wasn't the normal thing.
Yeah.
For him, he had always felt that he would end up with somebody that was older, but that wasn't the same for me. I didn't grow up thinking I would end up with somebody
Have you ever
younger.
dated anybody younger?
Yes. You know, I had dated someone that was about about 8 years younger, not too long.
Oh, come on, you know, if you have done, if you have done 8 years
You know,
younger,
so it was, for me, it was like, well, you know, well, okay, I've done 8 years, so 12 years, it's, you know, and...
But what was the reaction of the parents both ways? I mean, I can understand, because Ure does not look her age.
No.
And she doesn't carry, she looks 25. I mean, I'm not saying that
Thank
to flatter
you,
She looks her
thank you.
act.
I mean, they walked in here and I said, okay, so...
I couldn't see what the point was
She
when they
really
came in
older.
together. Yeah.
You know,
So how did the parents react?
Well, his parents, the dad asked him, she's older, yeah? And he's like, yes. Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you're going to keep loving her? By the time you are so and so age, this is how old she's going to be that time, you know, as in, so that he can really see what he's doing. And he says, this is what I want to do. I'm going to love this woman forever.
Because by the time you're 40, your wife's going to be 52.
52.
By the time I'm 40, she'll be 20.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you see, wake
Chill.
up, girl.
No,
This
you
is
know-
like love.
I think they say love is blind.
Wait, let me say something. Wait,
They
I
say
wanna-
love is
just
blind.
Let me say
That's what
something.
it really is.
Let me say something. Hey man, come on man. What is the problem?
Don't worry, chill.
No, I really want to ask what is the problem. The
Right, okay,
prob-
let me say, the other reason people have, the other problem people usually have is that they say the issue of, women, as much as, I mean, I hate that thing, but it is true that we do have a clock ticking
Yeah.
away. And they will say that after a particular age, it gets harder and harder for a woman to have children.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're just 24, you're going to be 20.
He'll be 24 next
You'll
week.
be 24 next,
March
yeah,
11,
you'll be
a week
24.
from- Yeah.
March
You'll be
11.
24 next week. And she, is going to that stage where, your eggs are beginning to, I know how it is.
Okay. Can
Don't
I
worry,
say?
let me
Can I
talk.
say this? I didn't marry my wife because I wanted her to bear me kids. I'm not saying she's not going to bear me kids. She's going to bear me kids, of course. I mean, any woman that I marry, because I have an anointing upon my life that I believe that when you love someone genuinely, then
Positive things will
positive
come out
things will happen. But I didn't get into marriage because I was desperate. I didn't get into marriage because I was looking for money. I didn't get into marriage because I wanted to prove a point. I got into marriage because this is the woman I said I love, and I went after it.
Yeah.
That's the most, and the most beautiful thing is that my parents gave me, my father looked at me and said, in the next 40 years, if you see this woman, are you going to love her? I said, yes. Then he said, carry go.
And then the
So, I mean,
mom.
what else?
The mom. First of all, she said, "This is my first son. I want to go
My
and
mom is
pray."
Yoruba and Igbo. So, that's Yoruba culture. Is
So I don't know where she went to. She got a group of people and they prayed. She called me on the phone and said that they said that marriage is stamped on your heads. So
Go ahead.
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.